Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty, a lot of love to all our queens and all our kings in the house here on.
Welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. Today is Monday, December 22nd, 2025. We are just a few days left in 2025,
Mm,
and we are excited that you are joining us today on this episode of Mindset Monday. It's a beautiful Monday.
it is.
Yeah, it has been a beautiful Monday.
Oh,
I
oh.
hope you enjoyed your Monday,
Mm.
whether it's work or play
Our school.
or school. I hope you had a wonderful time. For
Mhm.
those who are in school, I know it's exciting for you because you're just looking forward to the close of the school year for 2025.
Mm,
I know that's exciting. For those who are at work, I know you're looking forward to the few days where you can get to share with, I don't say spend, I say share with your friends and family. Some of you will be traveling to connect with family for this holiday season.
mm,
Others will be sharing the time at home,
mhm.
enjoying sorrel or whatever it is.
Sorry.
Yes,
Oh my.
sorrel, whatever you eat, whatever you drink, you'll be enjoying yourself.
Mm.
So we're excited that wherever you are, you're not alone. And we has as we have been advocating for everyone, make sure you find someone to connect with. I share with you that if you are alone and you want to connect with others, just let me know so I can find a way to connect you with someone near you. Because none of us should stay by ourselves.
No.
We are creatures. We were created to be together. We
Mm.
were created to communicate. We are community beings. So we hope that you will be enjoying the season, whether you have lost a loved ones, whether you have lost a job, whatever the loss that you're going through, you are not alone. And we want to make sure that you are supported in whatever way we can. So please don't stay alone. Say something and we will help you connect with like minded people.
Mm. Wonderful.
Today, we are still continuing with our abundance in love, and we will be looking at today the wheel of life. Because what we want to do, there are a lot of persons who set goals
Mhm.
the beginning of the year, and they make sure that they look at their goal sheet, they look at their purpose sheet, they look at their wall. Some people have a nice wall that they put their stuff so they can refer back to that on a consistent basis.
Mhm.
Now we want us, because I'm including myself, we want to make sure that we are prepared as much as possible for 2026.
Six.
And that is why today we are going to be looking at the circle of life or the wheel of life, whatever you want to take, you want to call it. But we want to help you or remind you of how to set yourself up for success.
Mhm.
We want to set ourselves up for success. So we're going to look at these little tenets. So it will put us in the driver's seat. We, so to speak, have a GPS. We know where we're going, so we know we are putting plans in place how to get there.
And we're not talking about New Year's resolution. No, because New Year's resolution is like the first 2 or 3 months, and that's it.
You're looking at maybe 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Hmm.
Oh my goodness. Right. So we're not looking at New Year's resolution. This is not a New Year's resolution scenario. Okay. What we are looking at is how to live your life, how you and I can live our lives in a successful way in everything. if you're going to build a house, you're going to do a blueprint. Huh?
You
Huh?
need a
You
blueprint.
need, well, you need a blueprint.
Yeah, because you cannot, if you build it and there's none, then the city or the state where you're
Tear
living,
it down.
they tear it
Tear,
down.
okay, all
Yes.
right, right. There you go. Right? If you're building a car, you need a blueprint to build it properly. If you're building a a good piece of furniture, you're going to need a blueprint, right? Anything you are building in life, you're going to need a blueprint. So we are talking about a blueprint for success. Yes, there is such a thing, and that is why you have persons that some other persons are envious of, because they are successful, and some persons are not successful, and then we say, well, oh, that person like born with gold spoon in their mouth. No, they didn't born with gold. Well, yeah, you have a few persons that, yes,
True.
that born in wealthy family, because those family members ensure, like the Rockefellers and the Malin and so on, they make sure that their children and their children's children, with respective to where the world is concerned, they ensure that they leave things for the children. Now, because your parents and your parents' parents did not do that, right? So the onus is on you and on me in order to ensure that we do that now. And so just like those persons who was able to leave something substantial for their children and their children's children, you are now in that driver's seat where you can now leave something tangible for your children and your children's children. All right. But it starts with Smaddy.
Yeah, it start with you.
Yes. And it also starts with a blueprint. Right. And so, in order to move into that direction, we need to have a blueprint. Okay. And so, we are going to look at the blueprint for success in 2026. As I said, it's not a New Year's resolution, it's a blueprint. Okay. Um, and so we we're going to put it up there.
Yes.
All right.
So
So
we're gonna put it up there.
let us all right, fine. So let us put it up there, so that persons can actually be able to see it. All right. So if you look at your screen now, it says Circle of Life, and then it says click here in white with an orangish looking black background. And if you click there, it is going to populate a form that you would need to look at and fill out. All right. There are about
Six or
six,
some.
7, 8 questions. I think it's eight.
Yeah, I think it's eight
Eight.
questions.
8 questions. And all you need to do with respective to where these questions are concerned is just answer 1 through to 10, right? 1 through to 10, with 1 as the
Where if you're
very
dissatisfied,
dissatisfied, very
very
dissatisfied,
dissatisfied.
right? Very dissatisfied,
Mm-hmm.
going up to number 10, which is
Fully
fully
satisfied.
satisfied,
Mm-hmm.
very fully satisfied,
Very fully satisfied. Fully
fully
satisfied.
satisfied,
Now,
very fully satisfied.
what we're looking at is where you are now. Now, when you fill that out, you will see you will say, okay, this is where I'm at now. And so you'll be able to gauge as to what do I need to work on.
Mm-hmm,
Because
mm-hmm,
when we create that blueprint for ourselves for success, there are things that we maximize on during 2025. And so that part, there's not much not much work need to be done, but there are other parts, other facets of our life that there's much work need to be done.
mm.
So we're gonna, okay, so we may be at 9, so we can pay more attention to the other aspect, but all the aspects should be taken into consideration so we can have a balanced way of living.
Wonderful, right? And so you have from 1 to 10 in each answer that you can give, right? And remember, it is based on you, not based on where you would like to be, but based on where you are right now. So we start with number 1, personal growth. Where are you on your personal growth?
And when we talk about personal growth, we're looking at what's your mindset? What what are you where have you gone? What have you done with your life on a day-to-day basis? Uh, are you somewhat constantly wavering, or are you focused in where you are in what you're doing?
Mm.
So if that's you, or whatever you, wherever you are, you could put that on it, and then you know, okay, I need to do much more work in this aspect of um of my life.
Or in this area of my life. And so personal growth, one of those are education, because education is very, very important. The knowledge, right? Especially seen owing to the fact that artificial intelligence is something that is taking over the whole scene.
Mm-hmm.
Are you preparing yourselves for this whole artificial intelligence and machine learning? And oh, I'm not going to. No, listen. You need to upgrade
Retool,
and
yeah.
retool
Yes.
and update yourself, because if you are left in the dust, just like I remember, a few years ago, when you used to look at all the toll booths. All the toll booths was full of people collecting dollars and cents and giving you change, but a long, long, long line was there at the toll booth. You would have took hours to get through a toll booth. Hours. All right. Now, easy pass.
Efficiency.
Easy pass.
Mhm.
Easy pass. But did you know with that scenario in New York alone, it was 1,500 persons lost their job with just that one switch, which
Say
is
upgrade,
upgrade.
upgrade, upgrade.
Yeah, it was a switch for some people.
Upgrade.
It was no upgrade to the employees at all. It was a switch for them, because they were left out of a job that was never to
Return.
return. All right, so don't feel bad. Just that you and I need to retool ourselves in this society. No coins, crypto. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people, oh, I'm not interested in crypto. Well, stay there. you, you might find you're getting paid in crypto. You can't spend it because you don't know how to use it. So listen, it's what it is. Retool yourselves.
Retooling, continuous learning, so you can adapt. You can adapt yourself to the changes that's happening.
Mm.
Now, no matter where you are,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what age you are,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
you can still learn. Learning is a continuous thing.
Mm.
Might I say, the moment learning stops is when you die. You
Mm.
should learn up to the last minute
Mm.
of the last breath,
Mm-hmm.
because
Mm-hmm.
just going back to the premise, in Genesis 1, is it 28?
Mm.
28, when God says, be fruitful
Yes.
and multiply.
Mm-hmm.
Being fruitful, it's not only bearing children, it's in every aspect. You're being fruitful with your time, your talent, your resources. So even someone who is on their bed in the hospital and they have a certain expertise, and someone go to visit them, they sometimes they share their expertise right on that hospital bed.
Bed.
So no matter where you are in life, no matter what is happening, we were created to be fruitful and multiply.
Yes, yes. So please, let us continue to be fruitful and multiply. It doesn't have to, it's not just, I mean, yes, we were to populate the earth and get some babies going. But it wasn't limited just to that, right? It has to do with your growth, your personal
Grow.
and physical
Physical and
and mental and spiritual
spiritual.
growth,
Yes.
right? And so that is also very important, very important. All right. So please remember, if you are just stepping on the platform here on meeting, you can click on that um, link that is at the top of your screen. It is in look like orange and white, and the word is, the letters are in white, and the background is in orange, and it says click here. So just click there and fill out that form, which is the blueprint to the circle of life.
And if you are on YouTube and you would like to come on Meet In, there is the link in the description for Meet In so you can jump on. If you're on your phone and you've never used the Meet In link, you can you would need to download it. But if you're on your laptop or a desktop computer, you can just click on the browser and you'll be able to join us on the meeting platform.
Right. So please let me see if I can get the link also in the description on the
While he's getting the link, we are gonna look at the
second one, which is health. Health. Oh my goodness, that is the most abused blueprint of our lives.
True. And did you know that having your health, that's the greatest wealth you can have? That's where the wealth begins, because no matter what happens, successful people will tell you that they have some successful people have lost everything, but because they have health and they knew how they got the wealth, they got the financial wealth or whatever they had before, they were able to regroup and do it again. So we a lot of us, we have a gym membership, we create a gym membership every year, we renew our gym membership every year, but some of us have not gone to the gym maybe twice for the year. Now we are looking at blueprint for success. Now if you are giving away that money, whatever it is, whether it's $8 per month or whatever the amount per month, if you are not using that resource, that expense that you create, you need to divert it somewhere else, because we want to be good stewards of the little we have or the much we have. We want to make sure that we're good stewards. So let's talk about the gym membership. If you are not going to the gym, do not pay for another gym membership. But you need to take care of that health. If you can just start with walking, have it in your blueprint. I will walk for 20 minutes 3 times per week. Set measurable goals that you can
Mm-hmm.
manage. Do not say, I'm going to go to the gym 5 days per week.
Mm-mm.
No, because if you've been doing that for years and you're still not doing it, you need to tweak it, change it so you can do something that you are able to follow through with. Because when you do something and you accomplish it, you feel much better.
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
remembered one of one person, when I don't remember the speaker, he was speaking at a graduation ceremony, and they asked him, um what what will he do, or what did he do, or something to that effect. And he talked of one simple thing.
Mm.
He said he makes, I think it's Denzel Washington,
Mm-hmm.
he make his bed in the morning. Now, if you start with that, you accomplish that, you'll feel better going through the day because you did something.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying, your health is very important. So start with something that is manageable, that is measurable, that you can accomplish. You can start, if you're not the type who drink enough water, you could say, I will drink 2 bottles of water per day, 2 16 ounces bottle of water per day.
Mm-hmm.
Start with that. If that was not in your daily regime, I will drink 16 ounces of water per day, 2 16 ounces. So start with that.
Mm-hmm.
If you're the person who don't do exercise, because your body needs to keep moving in order to be healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, depending on your where you are, I know for some people they have health challenges. So make sure you check with your healthcare professional before you venture into anything where exercise is concerned.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure that you are operating at your optimum, but make sure you speak with your healthcare provider so they can give you some guidelines as to what to do, what not to do, where to stay in the parameters of your health.
Yes, wonderful. And I mean, all of us struggle. All of us struggle. I too, I don't like water. I really don't. So most of the time, actually, is my wife have to be telling me, remember to drink water. Did you drink any water from morning? So,
Don't call me Ike, though. Don't call me Ike.
and so, but I tell you, so we kind of, ensure that we are helping out each other, making sure that we do the right things. Because yes, water is important. Well, what we try to do, well, no, not what we try to do. What we do is, we are strong in the supermarket. So we don't buy those, we say 100% grape juice, 100% carrot juice, 100%. No, no, no. There's no such thing in the supermarket as 100% carrot juice. No, there's no such thing in the supermarket as 100% grape juice. No, there's no such thing. All right. The only place you can maybe get 100% grape juice or 100 is if you do it at your house yourself. So get the grape, you know, blend them. Well, we blend,
Yeah.
with our juice, right? We just drink some nice, lovely carrot juice. We scrape off the
The outer
ugliness
part.
on the outside there, wash it off in cold water, and cut it up and fling it in a blender.
Throw it in the blender.
Or throw it in the blender, and put a little water and a little dates, and voila, good carrot juice, and
Mhm.
coconut,
Coconut.
real.
Real coconut.
We blend the coconut. We ox out the ox out. What is
we we we
ox?
we took the coconut from
The
from its
shell.
from its
Shell.
shell
Okay.
and cut it and put it in the blender,
With
and
the
with the
carrot,
carrots and the
a little
dates.
dates and a little
Yes.
pinch of pink Himalayan salt, and voila, it was a lovely coconut um
Carrot,
based carrot juice.
delicious.
Delicious. All right. And that was our 100% carrot juice, right? Not the one you get from the supermarket. No,
No, no.
no. So so you have to ensure that you are trying your best to live a healthy life, because those medical bill is definitely not cheap.
Mhm. And if you can't do it by yourself, get an accountability partner,
Yes.
because that speaks volume.
Mm,
That is very helpful. You
mm,
just share with the person who you know would be you'll be accountable to. Say, I am venturing in this. Can you help me?
mm-hmm,
And that's how
mm-hmm,
you will
mm-hmm.
get help.
Yes. Beautiful.
That's for
Beautiful.
the so wherever you are in, you see, I'm running the mouse and I don't have it. Wherever you are
Mm-hmm,
in your health journey, you could put whatever number it is, but and then you know what you need to work on.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
Then we talk about home environment. Now, before I go to home environment, we want to run through these in the next 5 minutes, because we have few guests who would like to share with us, whatever they want to share,
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
as we go. So
Beautiful.
we look at the home environment. No, the home is where the heart is. Home is
Artists.
where love is. Home
Yes.
is where everything begins.
Mm-hmm,
My mother always said to me, she said, dance a yard before you go abroad. What she's actually saying, whatever
mm-hmm,
you do in the home, that's what transfers outside.
mm-hmm,
And
mm-hmm.
so it's so important that we make our home a sanctuary,
A safe
a
haven.
safe haven
Mm-hmm,
where we are at work and we are looking forward to coming home, because
mm,
that's where we can rest. That's where you for when I was little, I have a little pillow, and then mom, she creates
mm,
this patchwork embroidery
mm-hmm,
from different pieces of old sheets or pretty old clothes or whatever.
mm-hmm,
And so when I'm at school,
mm-hmm,
sometimes they always bully me because I don't know why. And my little sister always fight for me. So I always think of that little quilt, so I can run home to. So the home should be somewhere that you're outside, but you're thinking, I need to go home. It should be such a comforting feeling, should become such a comforting thought that I am going home to somewhere cuddly and nice.
mm,
So let's start from the let's say the night, because the Bible said the evening and the morning. So
mm-hmm.
let's start about night. How do you transition from the hustle and bustle of work to reclining in your bed? Whether it's just you, or you have your husband or wife, or you have children. How do you wind down to relax that you get a comfortable sleep?
Mm,
Do you do mindful meditation? For us as Christians, we do mindful meditation using the word of God, using songs, using worship songs, and making sure that that vertical connection
mm-hmm,
is
mm-hmm.
intact. How do you relax? So that's going to bed. No.
Well, maybe the thing is, Queen Miriam,
Mhm.
maybe the thing is a lot of people don't ever want to go home because it's not a relaxing atmosphere.
True.
So what do they do?
Okay.
Well, I mean, obviously the home environment there would be like nearer to the one. You understand? And
Mhm.
then you now would have to work. You'd have to now work on your home environment, whether you have to move out and create your own environment, because wherever you are is not conducive. All right. So that is something that is more a long-term kind of a situation,
Yes,
right?
or seek professional help, because if you can't move out of your home environment, seek professional help to assist you in cohabitating and still maintain your well-being while you are in that environment, because some people can't leave where they are.
Yes, yes, that's true. All right, so the next one actually is, and remember, it is from 1 to 10, 1 being very dissatisfied of whatever the issues are, and 1 and 10 being fully satisfied. So it's friends and family. Friends and family. How do you feel about your friends and family? Are you very dissatisfied? 1, 2, 3, 4, going up to satisfied, fully satisfied.
And this satisfaction or satisfaction is based on you.
Mhm.
how how are you showing up with them? do you have do you have any animosity that you need to take care of? Do you have any unforgiveness that you need to deal with? And remember, forgiveness is not for the other person. Forgiveness is for you, because when you forgive, you unburden that little body you have, and so you can fly. You can live free. You can just feel so good going about your day. I was sharing with someone the other day, and she took me so literal. I said, when I feel a bit out of sort, or you're carrying a burden, it feels like when your bladder is so full and you want to go to the restroom. And once you go to the restroom and you unburn that bladder, oh my goodness, you feel so
Nice.
good. So
Nice.
if if you're feeling tight because unforgiveness or the stress of unresolved issues, unresolved conflict make you feel tight, check yourself, because only you know. See where you are with that. And if you need to forgive, forgive. Make sure you don't carry that another day or another year, because you want to live in abundance. Abundance in love. Remember, God is love. So if we are carrying around unforgiveness, we are blocking the blessing that God has for us. There's another scripture says, whatever you bind on earth is bound in heaven. Whatever you loose on earth is loose in heaven.
Yeah.
So loose yourself of the unforgiveness, forgive quickly. And so the flow will come, forgiveness will come, just as how you quickly you forgive.
Nice, nice.
Now we're going to our significant other, although
Other.
we talked about that already. So where you are with your husband, with your wife, where are you? Make sure, as the scripture said, do not let the sun go down on your wrath. Make up quickly. Yeah. And so you will live in harmony, because remember, the the first institution that God, sanctioned was marriage,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And this is one institution that the enemy, he fights tooth and nail. He wants to destroy. He will do anything to destroy,
Everything.
e- everything to destroy our marriage. And so find a way to make up quickly, because as two individuals, we will have conflicts. And remember, conflicts is not a bad word. It's because both persons are not seeing eye to eye. But when communication is key, then conflict will be resolved quickly. And if it's not resolved quickly, get a third party to help you, because you want to cherish this relationship, and we want to make sure that we are alive, healthy, wealthy in every aspect of our life for 2026.
Yes.
Anyway, for the next day and 2026.
Wonderful. And so as we move right along to the next one, and remember, when we got to these different categories, there is also a section right after it, that you can elaborate on, if you need to give a little bit more information. All right. So fun and leisure. Fun and leisure. Now, a lot of persons, they only think that they can have fun if they have a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't go anywhere because I don't have any money. Because everything and everywhere that I need to go, I need to have money. All right. And that's not true. That is not true. Right.
No, a lot of money.
No, that's still not
And
true.
that's still not true.
That is still not true. All right. You don't need a lot of money. And in some cases, you don't even need any money. All right. So it depends on what you want to achieve and what is your goal.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have a licky licky
What is that?
wanga got
What is that?
um, um, person in your life?
What is that?
What is that?
Licky licky
Licky licky
wanga got.
wanga got.
I say it in English because
Oh,
yes.
right. Oh, mercy. Sorry, man. Which means the only this your spouse only can go your places that you need money,
A whole lot of
whole
money.
lot of money to
And so
fine
they would
dining and find this and find. Yeah, you will never get that person to maybe have a little picnic at a nice park, right? Where you just put together some PBJ.
what is that?
Yeah.
What is PBJ?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Oh, peanut butter and jelly. Okay. So what basically we're saying, there is a place and time for everything. So if you don't have that money right now, don't hold your breath and say I'm saving up for to
Can't have no
go.
fun.
Exactly. You can have fun in every situation, every aspect. You go to the park, we look at the flowers, whatever, and then when it's time that we can take the plane and go somewhere, then we do that. But find enjoyment or factor in, not find, factor in fun
Fun.
and leisure in your blueprint, because
Yes.
life life is for living. And while we are taking care of our career, while we're taking care of our children, while we're taking care of other, being a good philanthropist,
Mm.
we need to enjoy a little leisure.
Definitely. Of course, it is important. And so, where is your career? Very important also.
We started from up the top. We talk about the advent of AI. Some people are stuck in one career and say, me not doing nothing else, me not doing nothing else. At this moment and at this moment. Now we're talking about um whatever career you're in, there is always room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
There it they If you're working with an employer, the highest or the one of the expenses that they try to minimize, or the biggest overhead, one of the biggest overhead, is employee salary. And if they can find a way to reduce that expense, they're gonna find it. So they
Mm-hmm.
may slash me, yeah, but I should not, I'm gonna be upset, but I should not be upset, because since AI or whatever retooling or whatever technology they have to employ in order to reduce that overhead, they're going to do that. So make sure that your career path is set with, that whether pivoting, if you have to do
Mm-hmm.
certain things, make sure that whatever career path you're in, if you're keeping up on your CPE credits,
Mm.
to always be in the driver's seat.
Nice. Definitely. And first of all, you have to figure out whether or not you even like your career, or you're just doing it as a stepping stone. Do I really like what I am doing? Do I really love what I'm doing? Am I loving what I am doing? That's very important. If you don't love what you're doing, stop and find something else. Or or keep that and find so your career path. Because if you're really not enjoying what you are doing, then you're going to find it very, very much more difficult to
Mm-hmm,
do
mm-hmm.
than something that you love.
And it will affect other aspects of your life. It will affect your health. It will affect your well-being, your overall well-being, because you won't show up the person that you really should be showing up. You'll be either sulky most of the time, just being dissatisfied with
Mm.
your life. Now we look
Mm.
at one of the aspects, the another good another aspect.
Last but not
Mm,
least, of course, but this is the one that I guess a lot of people zoom in on.
money, money, money. What I say? Money, money,
Money, money,
money,
money,
money.
money,
Now,
money.
um, money, all of us, a lot of us, we would want more money, because the wise King Solomon said, "Money answereth all things." Now, when I spoke about earlier the when we look at some of us, we pay down on a gym membership and we never go to the gym. Now we want to make sure that we are taking care, we are being good steward of the resources that we have, which one of them is money. So if you had a membership and you did not use it, take that money and save it up for something else. Now, we sometimes spend money on things that we really don't need. So this is the time of year that we're going to sit down and get all of the expenses, all of the debts that we have. For me, Dr. Paul shared with us how he puts everything on a spreadsheet. And if that's how you can do it, you do it that way. Whatever way you can do it, whether you take some people like to see it written. So whether you want to write them in a book, get all of your debts together, put them down, get all of your expenses. Debt is different from expenses. Your expenses are like day to day, or your utilities, utility bills or whatever. Those are recurring. Your debt now is your credit card debt, your student loans, and all of that. So put them
Car
all,
note.
your car note, your mortgage, whatever. So put them all together, and then you will see, you will have a picture as to what are my debts, what are my expenses, what are my uh, my my savings, or what are my investments, what do I have put down for rainy day. When you have all of those things you will notice, oh, my debt is greater than my
Income.
income.
Mm.
And so you have an unbalanced scale there. So this will help you, and then once you see that, you will notice, okay, what can I scale down? If you have all the debts, the small one, you can say, okay, I want to set aside um for the first 3 months of the year, I want to pay down that small one. And then as you pay down that one, you use that money that you used to pay down that little one, and now start putting it on the bigger ones. Now we talk about savings. If you want to save for, since you may not have the money upfront to say go on a nice vacation, you can start saving a part of that vacation money. um Carrie, earlier on today, she shared with us the money exercise. Now you can start with as little as $1. It's 52 weeks per year. You can start with at the least $1 per week. $1 for the first week, then $2 for the second week, then $3 for the first week, going right up to 52 weeks. You know how much you will get for the last week of the year? I think it's $1,378.
Mm.
So if you start with the smallest, $1, and then you increase it as the days go by,
Mm.
you will have part of your travel money by that time. Now, if you want to ramp it up, now, as I said earlier, m- set measurable goals. Do not set lofty goals that you can't reach it, and then you feel so frustrated
Mm.
because you did not accomplish it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
these are little things that we are helping us with so we can get into the next day, we can get into 2026 and feeling like we want to do it, because God creates us to be fruitful in every aspect of our life.
Mm-hmm.
And being fruitful, we are being obedient and we are helping others once we do that.
Mm-hmm.
I know there are persons on the meeting platform. And do you have any questions or concerns or comments that you would like to chime in? We'll be happy to hear from you. We're happy to hear from you. Anybody wants to say something? Melissa,
Hello,
Queen Melissa.
hello.
Hi,
How are you?
good to have you. Oh, Melissa was one of our guests a couple months ago. She's a wonderful teacher, and she shared her book. She's an author also. So let's hear you, Melissa. Go ahead.
So, in terms of all you've been saying, I did go ahead and fill in that form, and just
Wonderful.
looking at it, I'm just like, yeah, there's some work to do. Like my pastor said yesterday, there's so much for us to tap into. We haven't even hit the we haven't even scratched the surface. And
Mm-hmm.
so I understand discipline is a big one for me, and consistency. So that's somewhere I know I need to really pray about and be intentional about,
Mm-hmm.
getting to where I need to be health wise, financial wise, family, with my husband, the relationship. There's just some things you can't leave to chance. You have
True.
to be intentional. So I thank you for all the nuggets that you've lent to us tonight. I appreciate that.
Mm.
Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome.
Awesome. Awesome. And as you're on that, share a little bit about because I'm not sure a lot of persons are aware. We share a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Okay. Well, as you said before, I am a teacher. I initially started out wanting to be an air hostess, like so many little girls, travel the world,
Mm-hmm.
and teaching was just the farthest thing from my mind. I initially got my bachelor's in business organizational management and found myself in retail for like 16 years. At which point I'm like, I felt stuck. Like there has to be more. So I went back to school. I was about maybe 30, 31. So right now my TA, she is around that age, and she's like, okay, I feel better now. I'm like, yeah, it's fine. If you start a little later, now I'm a teacher. I'm almost 50 years old, and it didn't take that long, and I'm still learning. I'm in school again, going for
Mm-hmm.
my special education license, because I see more and more kids with special needs. And in order
Mm.
to service them, we need to learn. And so we never stop learning, like you say, we never stop learning. And so we are never too old. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Like you said, I did write my first book. Um, haven't been working too much on that since I've been in school, and it's a lot. So that's kind of been put on the back end for a little bit, but I will start getting that, giving it some more traction before I even attempt. I've started the second book, but I can't do that until the first book actually, gets some kind of knowledge out there. But that's really it. I love going to work. I how I know I love going to work. One morning I got up, it was freezing. I think it was like 3 degrees here in Connecticut, and went to start my car and it was dead. And I was so disappointed.
Mm-mm.
I was so disappointed. Normally
Mm.
people would be like, yes, I
Wow.
don't have to go in. I was legitly disappointed that I couldn't go to work that day. And I said, you know what, God, I
And
really
I know your children would be is disappointed too when they
they
didn't see
were.
Miss Hall.
Yeah.
Miss Hall.
One of them emailed me, Miss Hall, please come back. Whoa,
Wow.
that's big. When your kids actually care, that's big. So I really do enjoy what I do. I found myself actually knowing that I wanted to teach in church, where
Mm-hmm.
I saw them doing children church, and I said, "Well, could I just come in and help out a little bit?" And I just fell in love with it, and that's where my career just shifted gears. It was right there in church.
Passion.
Hmm.
Yes.
Right there in church.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Awesome. So you see, once you're in the career
Love.
that you love, once
Mm.
you
Hmm.
find your passion, you don't work a day. You just go there and you just give of yourself. Because as you said, you started in church and that was you were just offering your service,
Hmm.
volunteering, and there you found your passion. That's wonderful.
Mm.
So as we look at this year, as we look at what happened throughout the year, and as you fill out the sheet as to where you are and where you would like to be, take time to do this. Think about it. Make sure that you are not selling yourself
Sure.
short. As Melissa said earlier, she has things to work on. We have things to work on. Oh, I'm sorry. Michelle, my chair. We
You
have
guys are
things to
right.
work on. So it's important that we make sure that we are good steward because God in his word said that we must be good stewards, right?
Mhm.
And we
Mhm.
must be good steward of our time,
Time,
Amen.
of our talent,
talent.
anything that he gives us. Our
Mhm.
talent can just be smiling, smiling to somebody, yeah?
Mm.
Or whatever our talent is. If there, there's a lady that I met, she loves cooking. She
Mhm.
volunteers her time in soup kitchens, every different places. She just loves to do that. Be good steward of your resources, the resources that God has given you.
Mhm.
If 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 you should write a plan, or if God should say, write a letter to me and tell me, if I give you money, what would you do with it? Would this world be a better place?
Mm.
He wants us to take care of our resources. If we have a little bit, he wants us to take care of it, to
Mhm.
manage it. So then when he gives us the great, we will be able to manage it. God don't want us to be like lottery winners, because a lottery winner, they don't know how to balance money because they never get that big money yet. And so studies have shown that lottery winners become pauper within a short period of time because they don't know the value
Mm.
of what they have gotten.
Mm.
Right.
So he wants us to be good steward of the little we have, and then he can expand. He
Mhm.
can give us more.
Wonderful.
I agree. Easy come, easy go. And funny enough,
Easy come, easy go.
I heard you mention that starting small, about saving, it's $1 a day, right? Adding on $1.
Yes,
My sister
a
literally,
dollar each every day. Every
uh-huh,
day. So the first week is a dollar. The second
right.
week is $2. So each week is that amount.
My sister sent me the
Continue.
reverse. She sent me the reverse. So we'd start,
Mm-hmm.
I think, 52, and we'd go. So it's the same concept, but in reverse,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense. And funny enough, you said it. I'm like, wait a minute,
Wonderful.
okay.
To the first.
I'm listening, Lord. I'm listening. You know, building
Awesome.
that
Awesome. So it's a
consistency.
confirmation.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Awesome.
that's something
Awesome.
I'll definitely
Awesome.
be getting my family involved in for sure.
Mm.
Awesome.
All right.
Anyone else? Queen Melissa, stay with us. Thank you so much for your share. And we're always welcome to have you chime in at any point.
As we conclude.
Anyone else have something to say or to any observation, any questions? Our guests are quiet, but I
Mhm.
know they are absorbing because some of our guests they don't make comments, but afterwards I get calls and say, listen, I like what was said, it was very informative, and I use it to also help others. So sometimes we may not hear anyone say it, but they are being helped with whatever is being said. There's something on YouTube.
Mhm. All right. Pauline Murray. Pauline Murray says one suggestion for home environment to be positive and happiness is that one should have unity,
Amen.
understanding,
Hmm.
listening to each other, and giving space to process and share and care for each one.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
Paulette, thank you so much, Pauline. That is well said.
Mhm,
Unity, because as the Bible talk about, a kingdom that is divided against itself
mhm.
cannot stand.
Cannot
So
stand.
if I'm divided, oh, I'm pushing you again, but this was deliberate this time.
Mm,
If I'm against him, then
mhm,
I'm pushing him and I'm falling. He can't help me. Yeah.
mhm,
So it's so important that we are together in everything.
mm.
And let's say iron sharpened iron.
Yes,
Hmm. So
iron sharpened iron.
so agree quickly, forgive quickly, and help each other. Help each other. Because as simple as you may think, for partners, someone is looking on you. You may not know. Someone is looking on you. You may have conflict in your marriage. Agree quickly, make up quickly, because that person you may be saving from hurting themselves because you are together. So love on each other,
Mm,
find a way to find a way to deal with the conflict. Don't shove it under the rug. Deal with it. It has to be dealt with. You have difficult conversations. If you can't manage it by yourself, get a third party.
mm,
And not your sister or your brother. That's it. Listen, dash him away, because
mm,
many of those who said dash him away, they don't have anybody.
mm,
And so misery loves company.
mm, mm,
They may think that that's the right suggestion, but you need good counsel. So make up quickly, resolve conflict quickly, and make sure that you are there for that person who is patterning you. You may not know, but they are patterning you. Because remember, the Bible said that let your light so shine that men may see your good works and be led to glorify your Father. Remember the vertical connection. So that's what we are living for. We're living for that vertical connection because
mhm,
God is love. And if that vertical connection is intact, then the horizontal will fall into place. So once we're obedient in that way, we will be good steward of everything, our time, our
mm.
talent, and our resources.
Amen. Wonderful. And so that's well said. Really appreciate this week episode of Mindset Monday. And we thank you all, really do, for joining us this week once again. And as we wrap up this year in fine style, this is the second to last Monday
Yeah.
in the year. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So we will see you next week. We will definitely see you. God's Spirit Life. We will see you again next week. And
thank you for joining us for another episode of Mindset Monday. Thank you all for joining us and have a wonderful evening. Queen Melissa, Queen Barbara, Queen Nancy,